Hey everybody, it's Princess Diana coming here today on this glorious Monday, January the 19th, to talk about having your own. Having your own. What I mean by having your own is to, no matter if you are a at-home wife, if you live with anybody, I'll say that if you live with anybody and you are, especially if you're an adult, have something that you can call your own, or have something that you can fall back on. And let me try to get rid of some of this glare, y'all. Look, don't. You might have to just listen to me sometimes. Yeah, it's very important because, anything can happen to where, hopefully, if situations are all good, perfect world, perfect situation, always, not perfect, but, the type of situation, favorable situations where, people aren't getting divorced, or people aren't separating, people aren't, abusive in different things. Or not saying it has to be that bad, but there's different scenarios where you just might want to leave. You just might want to get out. If you're staying with parents, if you're staying with your sister, brother, whoever, friend, roommate, whatever, and then you like, what, I want to escape. I need to get out of here now. If it's one of those situations where I need to get out of here now, you can go. You have the resources to leave. Something on my phone, y'all. You have whatever you need in order to make those moves. So this is very important, y'all, because when that time happens, it's okay to get a little comfortable, but don't ever get too comfortable where you don't have some just in case money, just in case you got to get out of there. Always have that readily available to you at all times, y'all. I wish the best. Like I said, I always say I wish the best for people. Some people won't ever have to worry about this, but for instance as well, let's say, I'm just using this for example, let's say you're an at-home wife, y'all have kids or whatever, or so that would be at-home mom, or at-home, I'm gonna call it at-home wife. So let's just say, even if your kids were, going to school and everything, you can still stay home. Your husband is fine with that. He has enough for you all, the family and everything. Cool. When I say have something just in case that doesn't work out, you all want to split, whatever, right? But let's say y'all stay together and y'all are happy, or y'all are good for the rest of y'all life, right? At some point, somebody will pass away, whether it be you or him first, right? Make sure your husband, if he's the wonderful husband he is, or whoever is a provider, you make sure that this person loves you, they care about you. So y'all need to have life insurance policies for both of you all, so that those kids will have something. Let's say you are left with the kids, you don't have a job, you weren't the sole provider, he was. Have these policies set up so that when that provider person passes away, then y'all will be good to go. And this is out of love, looking out for our loved ones. It's not a thing of where we're trying to take advantage of a person. Oh, we're just waiting until the day they get out of here, and then we get our, we get our bread, we get our bank because they didn't, they died, and we get the policy money. It's not about that. I'm not talking about that type of, vindictive type of, that's not even vindictive. I'm not talking about those type of scenarios. We're talking about people that genuinely have good intentions and things just don't pan out. Things aren't what they seem like they were going to be, or things change, whatever. You want to get out of there. You need to have some backup money, so you can get out of there. You can do whatever you need to do. Yeah, so I wanted to definitely come in and say that situation occurred the other day, and I was like in deep thought about that. I really was like, wow, like when you're in those good situations where, let's say you're staying with somebody and they're like, hey, maybe you go live with your parents or whatever, right? And then they don't, even if they did charge you a little something, like say, hey, just give us $500, let's give us $400 or whatever, just something to help out, or the groceries or whatever, which you're gonna be feeding. You should be feeding yourself anyway. You should be able to take care of yourself if you're gonna move in with somebody else. If something happens to where you don't have anything, just make sure you get on it, and then you're able to, at least take care of yourself, and so that you won't be an extra burden on them. Okay, y'all, because that's not cool as a grown person. That's a healthy grown person. Okay. Yeah. So let's just keep in mind we don't want to be a burden to anybody in this world, and especially in this economy. We don't want to do that. But yeah. So stack up if you can. Like in those situations, stack up, stack down. You giving this person $400, $500. Some people are not having to give their parents any money, or a sister, brother, whoever. They're like, hey, just feed yourself, and maybe like put some groceries in here every now and then. You doing that, stack up as much as you can, stack down. Try to not just be out here balling because you don't have any, like, you might still have some bills, credit card bill or whatever, monthly bill you have, but it's not like those major big bills usually. So if you don't have those, then stack down, stack down, stack down. If you do, I don't care if it's $200 every time you get paid. Put it aside. Do not touch it. Don't use it for anything else. Put it aside, or somewhere where it can grow, and then you can have it 6 months to a year later. It depends on how long you're gonna stay there. If you're staying for 3 months, if you're staying as long as 6 months, I mean stack down heavily. Get frugal with it, so you can have a nice cushion for when you do leave. Okay. And and maybe be looking for other sources of income while you are there too. Just use that as time. Don't waste that time. That cushion time. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of that time. Okay, y'all. I just wanted to speak on that, and if I need to speak on more, I will. I'm hungry and I need to eat. My head is hurting a little bit, so I cannot concentrate fully. So I will get back to you guys with another video in a minute, or later on today or something. But I definitely will get a couple videos out at least this week. All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Princess Diana.